In this video, I would like to explain you the password representation in Linux systems. For security reasons, passwords are not stored in clear text. Let's take a look at how password hash is calculated on Linux systems. This process is very simple. When user enters the password, a special random sequence is added to the password. This sequence is called salt, and it is unique on all computers. The salt is used to strengthen password hash against password attacks. Besides, the salt guarantees that hash will always be different on other machines, even if users have the same password. Then the new expression is processed by hash function. And we have final password hash. Now let's see where the calculated hash and username are stored. And we are interested in two files. In the first file we can see username and other information about this account. In the second file we have username and password hash. The first file, passwd, is available for all users only in read-only mode. Only a root account is able to modify this file. The second file, shadow, is not available for anyone except root account. I suppose you are not clear with the information on the screenshots, but don't worry. On the next slides I will explain all details. So, what do we have in this file? As you can see, the string line has several parameters divided by colon. We will start from the left to the right. The first parameter is username. X means the password is set, and its hash we can find in shadow file. The next two numeric parameters represent user ID and group ID. These identifiers are unique for each account. This field contains personal information about user. It is not mandatory, and very often this field is empty. This parameter defines user's home directory where all his personal files are kept. And the last one is command interpreter, which is launched when user starts console terminal. In most cases it's bash. So I hope now you are clear what information is contained in passwd file. Now let's review shadow file. The format is the same. The string line contains several parameters divided by colon. And the first parameter is username. The second one contains information about password hash and consists of three parts. The first part describes the type of hashing function which was used to calculate password hash. We will review these functions on the next slide. The second part represents salt. As I mentioned before, it is used to strengthen password against dictionary and rainbow tables attacks. We will talk about these attacks in one of the next videos. And the third part represents calculated hash. $sign between salt and hash is used as delimiter. And the last parameter provides additional information about password. For example, date of last password modification, date of password expiration, and so on. Now let's talk about supported hash functions. Linux and Unix systems support different methods to calculate password hash. But now, on many systems, the last two methods are most preferable. To distinguish these functions, Linux inserts special signs in front of the hash, so you can easily identify hash function.